What's up, brand builders? Stephen Hurahan here at BrandMasterAcademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn 5 questions that you can use to sell brand strategy, so you can get the logo shoppers to question their own logic and start having some real branding conversations. Now, if you are new to the channel and you want to build brands that go beyond the visuals using strategy, psychology, and creative thinking, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and you'll be well on your way. Yeah, hello, is this Amazing Design Studio? Yeah, hey, yeah, this is Bob, the entrepreneur. Listen, how much do you guys charge for a logo? Yeah, a logo. Yeah, what's your best price? Now, I don't know how many times you've had a call like that, but me personally, those calls were the bane of my life. They gave me a ball in my stomach and they were really, really irritating, not just because of the call itself, but I never had a solid answer that I could respond with that would help me change the conversation. It took me a long time to first come up with a product and a service that I was able to offer that went beyond what they were asking for, which was a logo and that visual design. But then it took me even longer to learn what to say to actually change that conversation. Now, one of the biggest lessons I learned, and one of the greatest rules of thumb that I use still to this day, is that if you want somebody to change their perspective, the best way that you can help them do that is by helping them come to their own conclusion. So if somebody comes to you shopping for a logo, the worst thing that you can do is tell them, no, you don't need a logo, you need a strategy. Now listen, entrepreneurs, for the most part, they're smart people, they're innovators, they come up with ideas all the time, and they tend to like their own ideas. But if you're able to frame questions in a way that will make that entrepreneur to look at their own idea and question their own logic, and they come out with the conclusion that there might be a better way forward, well, then they will internally congratulate themselves for coming up with that idea. And that's when they'll look towards you as somebody that can help them with their brand new idea. So in this video, I want to go through 5 questions that you can ask Bob, the entrepreneur, when he gives you a call the next time, so you can help to shift that conversation, help him question his own logic, and turn the conversation towards strategy and how you can help him with his brand new idea. Question number 1, who is your target audience and what do they want? Now, chances are they will have considered their audience, but from the point of view of their demographics, so their age, their profession, their sex, etc. But they will not likely have asked any real deeper questions. So asking what is it that they want is that deeper question. And you can go a little bit further here by asking what their challenges are and how those challenges affect them. But what this does is that makes them consider that maybe there's more to know about their audience than they already do. Question number 2, what is different about your brand compared to your competition? Now, chances are they will have some kind of answer for you here, but it might be along the lines of features or benefits or price point or quality, something along those lines, but they probably won't have a clearly defined differentiation strategy. They won't have taken the time to clearly define why their brand is different compared to their competitors, what that difference is, what that clearly defined difference is. So that's what you're looking for here within this question, and whether or not they have a differentiation strategy or not will show in their answer. Question number 3, what is valuable to your audience about what you offer? So again, this is in and around the positioning strategy here, and what you're looking for is their idea of how important what they do is to their audience. So where do they see their brand fitting into their audience's life, and how do they see their audience valuing what they do? So you're really looking for clarity again in their positioning strategy, but specifically the value that they are offering their audience. Question number 4, what is the one thing you want your audience to understand about your brand? Now, this is putting them on the spot again in terms of what their idea is as to how their brand is going to be seen by their audience. And again, this is tapping around that positioning strategy and their clarity on that positioning strategy. So you're really getting underneath the idea of what your brand or what their brand is going to mean in the market. And chances are they won't have clearly articulated what they want their audience to understand. And that's what you're looking for in this question. And question number 5, what characteristics do you want your brand to display? Now, this will get them to put their brand into the marketplace and consider the idea that their brand will be perceived by their audience through the characteristics that they display. Now, chances are they won't have thought this through, but they will have some kind of answers for you. But chances are they will be off-the-cuff characteristics that they'll give you. And what this will do is it will make them think long and hard later on after this conversation about the characteristics that they really want their brand to display in the marketplace and how they want their brand to be seen. But they will certainly haven't thought this through carefully, and the answers that they give you will be off the cuff, and it will make them consider that their brand is going to be out in the marketplace and maybe they should take the time to define the characteristics that they wanted to display. So they are the 5 questions that you should ask your logo shoppers next time you get them on the phone. And these 5 questions will do 3 main things. First of all, it will position you as an authority just by holding court and asking those questions and putting the focus back on them, turning the mirror back on them and getting them to answer questions about their own brand. It will position you as an authority. The second thing it will do, it will get them to question their own logic. It will get them to question what they believe to be true and whether or not their answers that they gave you were good. And the third thing it will do, it will frame your response as valuable to them. They have given their answers now, and they will want to hear from you what your answers are or what good answers should sound like. So it will frame your response as valuable. Now, once you've asked these questions, they'll then wait from a response from you. And the response that you should give is this: look, Bob, I think we can help you. I just want to clarify. You came to us and inquired about a logo, but it is a brand that you want to build, right? I just want to clarify that. And they'll respond with either yes or what's the difference? Now that response changes the entire conversation. You were initially talking about a logo when you got them on the phone, but now the conversation has shifted over to branding, and your distinction between logo and branding and the differentiation between the two has changed that conversation, and it's opened up the floor for you to discuss brand strategy, and that opens up the floor for you to discuss your frameworks and your processes and exactly how you can help them with their brand. Now, the big difference to this approach when compared to just telling them that they need strategy is that you have asked those questions and gotten them to question their own logic. You've positioned yourself as an authority through asking those questions, and they're now considering whether or not strategy is the way forward or whether or not a logo is enough. And you've also framed your response as really valuable to them. So they're listening now, you have their attention, and what you say now holds weight. So your conversation now about your processes, about the value of brand strategy holds a lot more weight now. And that then leads into a much richer conversation. So the next time you get Bob on the phone asking about the cost of a logo, stop, reposition and repivot the conversation through these 5 questions, and then you have the opportunity to sell your strategy. But I would love to hand it back over to you now. I would really love to hear your experiences about Bob, the logo shopper, and those kinds of calls. If you still get those calls today, or if you used to get them in the past and you've changed your conversations, I'd love to hear from you as well. If you've got challenges around Bob and his approach, then let me know in the box below. I'll do my best to answer all of those. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as well. It'll let you know when I've got new videos coming out. If you want more actionable brand strategy tips and techniques just like this one, head on over to BrandMasterAcademy.com, get yourself signed up for the list. It's free and it keeps some exclusive content for that list as well, so get yourself involved. There are plenty of resources on there for you to download around brand strategy and developing brand strategies from scratch as well. So as I said, get yourself involved. But as I said, I would love to hear from you about your experiences with Bob, about your challenges. I'll do my best to answer all of those. Until next time, brand like a master, and I will see you in the next video.